in life, we often get to deal with different situations, and we have to react to that situations. And normally, you go flying into a situation head over heel, whether it be an emergency situation, whatever the situation is, we tend to go head over heel and just dive into it and attack the problem right there and then. But it's actually wise to just take a moment and to view the situation, and then once you've done that, you can then proceed to deal with the situation. So in this video I'm going to talk about the acronym STOP, and how to deal with any situation, whether it be an emergency situation or just a normal life situation, and to come to a conclusion that is more satisfying than whatever you need to, or in order to achieve what you need to do. Yeah, so let's look at STOP. STOP stands for, first of all, sit. In other words, just sit down, evaluate the situation in front of you, and based on what your evaluation is, or being calm, you can then actually start making plans to deal with the situation. So the first thing is to stop, or to calm down, and just evaluate the situation. The next letter is T. For T, you have to actually think about the situation. Think about what you've got in front of you and how you're going to deal with it. Get all the relevant information of the situation, and then once you've got all the information available, you then actually start making start thinking about what you have to face. The next one is O. Observe. Gather the rest of the situation, or the information surrounding the situation. What is your goal? What do you need to achieve? What you've got available to achieve that? And then you actually have to just observe and take all of that in. And then the last one of STOP is the P, which is plan. So during this phase, you have now gathered all the information that you require to actually come up with a feasible plan to deal with the situation, and to handle the situation, and to resolve the situation in a structured and calm way, so that you don't do something rash and something stupid, and you don't get forced into any situation that you don't want to handle. Yeah, so that's just a short video on the acronym STOP, where you just have to calm yourself down. Use these 4 steps to calm yourself down, to think about what is actually happening, to observe what is happening around you, and then come up with a workable plan. And once you've got that workable plan, to put the plan in place in order to resolve the situation. Like I said, it can be a situation where there's an emergency and you have to deal with that emergency situation. It can be a normal life situation where you have to make a decision, or have to make a move, or whatever the case might be. So the advice that I can give, and that I try to apply in my own life as well, is whatever the situation is, just calm down, think about what is happening around you, get all the relevant information, and then make a plan and implement the plan. So that's just my way of trying to deal with the situation that is facing me. Like I said, whether it be an emergency situation or a day-to-day life situation, whenever you're faced with something like that, just take your time, make sure that you do the right thing, and ensure that you don't make hasty, stupid and idiotic decisions like a young man, but rather make it like an old man. Take your time and do the right thing. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I hope that you've got some ideas of how to deal with emergency situations or any life situation in the future, and that this will actually help you to come to a logical and planned solution for any situation that you have. So enjoy the rest of your day. Keep on prepping. Yeah, before we actually look at the acronym STOP, let's just look at what happens if you do not use STOP. First of all, you're going to make a hasty decision, not based on everything that you are that you have available to you, and you might come to a wrong conclusion. So the purpose of the acronym STOP, as I'm about to discuss with you, is to actually just stop, literally stop, think about the situation, and then once you've actually thought about it and gone through the whole process of STOP, you then come up with a proper scenario or a proper idea as to how to deal with it. Like I said, it doesn't need to be an emergency situation. You can do it for your day-to-day life situation as well. So yeah, let's get right into it.